It's David's show. He's David and he's got a show.
Hello, everyone. I'm gonna do a So You Think You Can Dance talk about it because I literally have to get this off my chest because I'm slightly distraught right now. I'll get to all the reveals in a moment, but I just want to go through the ones that really struck me, and they started to come kind of towards the end, the last five. So I'm not going to talk about Tiffany and George or Cyrus and Eliana because they didn't really strike me as anything. So it was Mia Michaels night. I don't know what they were thinking. They were like, let's honor Mia Michaels, a bunch of routines. And the judges were super harsh on everyone. It was kind of hard to watch because usually they have choreographs and different styles, and that's half the reason everyone watches it, because you get just all these different styles. And the fact of this was this is the episode that they go into the top 10. The people who make it through this one go into the top 10. And they had to get rid of 4 people instead of just 2, and it was just like, I was just all over the place, like, oh my goodness, what's going to go on? First up, Amelia and Will, they did the butt dance. This was one of the ones that I really liked from seasons ago. It won an Emmy, apparently. And it was the first dance of the night that I thought was kind of fun to watch. And they, Amelia really pulled off French hooker. French dancer, and she's not as great as the original, but it was still a lot of fun to watch, and I really enjoyed it. Will had some slight things that I was kind of like kind of hard to watch, but it was lots of fun. And then next came Darian and Janelle, who had the bed routine. And Janelle is this really beautiful dancer. I've always enjoyed watching her dance. Like every time she would come on, I would get just a little bit misty. I would always be just like, oh, that, like, all of her stuff was just really beautiful. The judges didn't like it for some reason. I absolutely loved it. And Darian looked so heartbroken that whole time. I do agree with the judges that Janelle didn't have quite as much to do as Darian, but at the same time, it was my favorite of all of the dances that have come so far. And then Audrey and Matthew came along, and Matthew, for some reason, he seemed like, I love his dancing, but he just doesn't seem that like bright, and he doesn't seem like he interviews like Ryan Lochte does. If you go watch Ryan Lochte's interviews, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it didn't do the original justice. They couldn't answer any of Simon's questions, but it was still, I loved both of them. And then Mary Murphy was just so overwhelmed watching it, and just lots of fun. And then Whitney and Cheon came on. They did the fence routine. This was another Emmy dance. There were like 10 Emmy dances. They're like, she's been nominated for like 20 Emmys, and I was like, alright. But this was kind of a, this was the point where I was like, where's the fun? Where's all the good, fun Mia Michaels routines that she's had over the years? One thing I noticed during this one, they keep shooting Kat Deely from down, so it's looking up at her, and it makes her look even taller than she is. And like, I don't think that's fair to the contestants, because a lot of the contestants are like, maybe like 5'11". She's like 7 bazillion feet tall, and so it just makes them all look infinitesimally like shorter than her. And I feel like she must have something in her contract, like, I must be shot this way because then I'll get. It's so funny to watch because just that. But other than that, the routine was. Whitney was really struck me, but Cheon, I was like, all right. And then Lindsay and Cole did the addiction routine. Cole can do whatever he wants, and I'll just be sitting right there going, oh my goodness, I love you so much. Like, literally during this one, every single time we would make a move, I just want to punch him in his face. And that's what the routine was supposed to do. And then Lindsay, I was like, okay. But when Cole does it, like, I just get chills. And he's going to win this. I'm predicting it now. He's amazing unless some sort of injury comes along. Then I think he'll have this kind of in the bag. And then the results came, and Amelia and Janelle, two of my favorite girls, are both in danger. They eliminated both of them, but saved the other girl, Lindsay, who did a really good solo, but didn't, like I hadn't really, even been watching her. Like, she wasn't very memorable to me. And then Matthew, for the guys, also got eliminated, and I don't remember who they saved out of him. I know he went home, I want to say with Shion, or Darian, one of those two. But literally, I just didn't want to see him go home. Oh, they saved George. George, who, I cannot stand George. And his stupid little mustache. Ugh. But, I just don't like him dancing. And apparently he has a lot of fans, so. So this is going to be probably my last So You Think You Can Dance review, mainly because I don't agree with what the judges did, and I don't agree with what the rest of the audience decided and America decided, and so there's not really a lot left for me to watch on that show, because I watch it for the people who I really like, and no one on there is very memorable except maybe Will, and he's probably only going to be on there for a few more weeks, so I will see about that, and I will see you all later.